Hey there, I'm Violet. You see that girl blending into the crowd? That's me. Ordinary, right? Wrong. I've been hiding something that's about to rock the boat at Ridgemont High, my genius intellect. Being a genius isn't as glamorous as it sounds. In fact, it made my life complicated, especially in middle school. So at Ridgemont High, I opted for a different approach. Invisibility. My best friend Luke was the only one who knew my secret, and he had an infuriatingly persistent dream, me embracing my genius.
You need to enter the competition, Vi.
He said one day, talking about a national mathematics contest with a scholarship prize. But what about Jessica? I voiced my concern. Luke laughed it off.
She's a queen bee, not a math genius.
Jessica, the school's golden girl, had ruled every competition. But with Luke's support, I decided to face my fear. The night before the contest, Luke and I had a study session at my house. It was a warm night, with the sweet scent of summer in the air. Luke's hand brushed against mine as we solved equations, sending tingles up my spine. In my dimly lit room, equations danced on paper as we sat, knees barely touching under my tiny desk.
Violet,
Luke said, breaking the silence.
You're incredible. You're gonna do great tomorrow.
And if I don't? He turned, his eyes piercing mine.
Then it's their loss, not yours.
We shared a soft smile, the electricity between us almost tangible. It was a small moment, but I would remember it forever. The contest day dawned bright. Anxiety twisted my stomach, but I was ready. When I entered the auditorium, I saw Jessica, her smirk a clear challenge. I took my seat, feeling Luke's reassuring presence behind me. As the contest kicked off, Jessica and I went head-to-head.
Ready to lose, Violet?
Jessica whispered during a break. Only if you're ready to crown a new queen, I shot back. In the final round, we faced an insanely complex problem. The hall was silent, the tension palpable. My brain went into overdrive, logic and calculations meshing together. Beside me, Jessica was furiously writing, her brow furrowed in concentration.
I'm going to solve it first, Violet. Just you wait,
she whispered, her voice oozing with overconfidence. My heart pounded, but I focused. Numbers danced in my head, and then it clicked. I quickly penned down the solution, just as Jessica finished. We both looked up simultaneously, but the smile on my face was genuine. When they announced my name as the winner, the room erupted in applause. Jessica glared at me, her defeat evident. I had outed myself as a genius. My life at Ridgemont High would never be the same. The following days were a roller coaster. Jessica launched a smear campaign against me, turning friends into foes. Whispers echoed through the hallways. Rumors about me swirled around. Jessica was a master manipulator, and she played her cards well. She started rumors about me cheating in the contest, even called me a nerd and freak. She spread tales about how I had no real friends, only books for company. Ridgemont High became a battlefield, with Jessica's words as weapons. But in this war, I had Luke on my side. One day, I found a nasty note in my locker, clearly from Jessica. I know you cheated, Violet. I confronted her. I won fair and square, Jessica. Deal with it. Her snide laughter echoed after me as I walked away, but I wasn't alone. Luke was there, his steady presence calming my raging storm. In the midst of all this, Luke asked to speak to me in our favorite spot. Beneath the old oak tree, where sunlight filtered through the leaves casting cool shadows, we found our safe haven amidst the chaos. Luke seemed unusually nervous. He took a deep breath, looked at me with his dreamy eyes, and began.
Violet, I've been wanting to tell you this for a while, but with everything that's happened, I couldn't find the right moment.
He paused, his hands gently holding mine.
I'm in love with you, Violet. I have been for a long time.
I looked at him, surprised and overjoyed. I had dreamed of this moment, but now that it was here, I was speechless. Luke, I love you too, I said, my heart soaring. He pulled me into a hug, our laughter echoing under the open sky. As Luke's confession soaked in and our relationship blossomed, we found ourselves facing an unexpected challenge that threatened to shake the very foundation of our high school life. Jessica's smear campaign escalated, culminating in a public challenge to me.
prove you didn't cheat, Violet. Solve this problem.
She announced to the whole school, holding up an intricate equation during lunch break. The schoolyard turned silent, hundreds of eyes on me. My heart pounded, but then I spotted Luke. His reassuring smile calmed my racing heart. "All right, Jessica," I said, stepping forward. I quickly scanned the equation. It was tough, but not impossible. As I started scribbling on a piece of paper, Jessica looked smug. I was almost there when I hit a roadblock. My mind drew a blank, and I felt my confidence waning. Just then, Luke, who had been watching closely, caught my eye and subtly gestured towards a part of the equation. His hint was enough to jog my memory. I quickly finished the solution, my hand shaking slightly as I held up the paper. Silence engulfed the yard. Jessica looked at my solution, her face falling.
But how?
The silence was shattered by the sudden uproar of applause. I looked around to see my classmates, even some teachers clapping. I had done it. I had proven Jessica wrong and retained my dignity, all thanks to my hidden genius and, of course, Luke. I had emerged victorious, and it felt glorious. High school was tough, but it was also beautiful. Jessica tried to bring me down, but Luke and I rose above it all. Through the hardships, the backlash, the rumors, we found love. Remember, always embrace your uniqueness because that's what makes you, you. That's it. That was my story. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to not miss the next one. See you soon.